I'll now describe the features of the M300Xd1. As part of the development background of the M300Xd1, we had to improve some areas of the M300X3 to respond to market needs. For example, the tool could not reach the workpiece when machining small parts due to insufficient accessibility of the spindle. Even if the tool could reach the workpiece, the tool length was too long, likely causing machining vibration. There were also problems such as insufficient tool storage capacity, and large workpieces cannot be machined, utilizing machines' long travel due to insufficient jig mounting area. As solutions for these, we have developed the M300Xd1 by implementing the following to ensure that the machine can meet the market needs. Increase the Z-axis travel. Improve tool accessibility when the A-axis tilts. Increase the maximum tool length. Prepare a 28-tool magazine, and expand the jig area. In addition, the trend toward a decarbonized society is accelerating, and it is predicted that electric vehicles will be the center of future vehicle production. We have improved machine specifications to ensure that the M300Xd1 can machine motor cases for electric vehicles and play a major role in this trend. With this background, the new M300Xd1, with increased Z-axis travel and jig area, has been released. A high-speed 28-tool turret magazine is optionally available. The machine can serve as a mass production type multitasking machine that encourages process integration. Like the target applications shown here, the M300Xd1 is capable of machining small to large parts while taking advantage of its long travels. As a simultaneous 5-axis machining function is available, the machine is also capable of machining complex free-form surfaces, such as medical parts. I'll now describe the basic specifications of the M300Xd1. As with the M200Xd1, you can select the M300Xd1 5AX, where simultaneous 5-axis machining is possible. Main changes from the former M300X3 include the following. The Z-axis travel has been increased to 380 mm. A 28-tool magazine and a max 7 MPa coolant through spindle have been added as options. I'll summarize the advanced points of the M300Xd1. 1. A 28-tool magazine option has been added, allowing customers to select from 22 tools or 28 tools. 2. The maximum tool length has been increased from 200 mm to 250 mm. 3. A max 7 MPa coolant through spindle option has been added. 4. The Z-axis travel has been increased from 305 mm to 380 mm. 5. The A-axis trunnion section has been enlarged and redesigned, which increases the jig turning diameter from 350 mm to 450 mm. 6. For the previous model, the A-axis clamp can be attached only to the driving side. For the M300Xd1, the A-axis double clamp option is available, where a clamp is also attached to the driven side. 7. Simultaneous 5-axis control by the CNC D00 controller can be selected. I'll now describe the features of the M300Xd1, more specifically according to the following 4 titles. Enhanced extensive functions, pursuit of high productivity, advanced D00 control, and untiring improvement of reliability. I'll begin by describing the enhanced extensive functions. As with the M200Xd1, the magazine can be selected from 22 tools or 28 tools. This makes process integration to meet mass production easier. The A-axis double clamp option has been added in response to jigs or machining conditions that are becoming increasingly complex. Supporting the A-axis with a large torque of 1080 Nm enables the machine to perform a variety of machining, and achieve stable machining even with an imbalanced jig. Evaluation result of the rigidity between the spindle and the table shows that the rigidity improves by 9% by changing the A-axis clamp from a single to a double. In addition, when using an imbalanced jig, the A-axis double clamp reduces vibration during C-axis rotation by 32%, compared to the single clamp. Some customers want to create uniform three-dimensional free-form surfaces in medical parts machining, such as an artificial bone. At the same time, they want to create simultaneous 5-axis machining programs in a simple manner. In response to these requirements, machining quality can now be improved by simultaneous 5-axis control and tool center point control. The following functions required for simultaneous 5-axis machining are standard on the M300Xd1, 5AX. Simultaneous 5-axis control, tool center point control, memory expansion, submicron command, feature coordinates setting. I'll briefly explain the tool center point control. Assume that operation from the start point on the left side to the end point on the right side is instructed in the program. When tool center point control is not used, the tool moves with the tip deep in the workpiece as shown in the upper illustration. When tool center point control is used, the tool automatically moves along the top surface of the workpiece in combined motion of the linear axis and rotary axis. Versatility has been improved by increasing the Z-axis travel and improving tool accessibility. First, when the A-axis is at 0 degrees. For the M300X3, the lowest point of the Z-axis is 200 mm from the table. For the M300Xd1, the Z-axis travel has been increased by 50 mm on the lower end. This allows the spindle to lower to a point 150 mm from the table, improving accessibility. Then, when the A-axis is at 90 degrees. For the M300X3, the Z-axis can lower only to a point 170 mm above the A-axis rotation center. For the M300Xd1, the Z-axis can lower to a point 120 mm above the A-axis center. In addition to the increased Z-axis travel, the maximum tool length has been increased from 200 mm to 250 mm. When the A-axis is at 90 degrees, the Z-axis can lower to a point 130 mm below the A-axis center, reducing the area that could not be machined depending on the A-axis angle. The jig mounting area has been expanded from Phi 350 mm to Phi 450 mm by expanding the A-axis trunnion section. As a result, the M300Xd1 can handle larger workpieces, maximizing use of the AX 300 mm and Y 440 mm travels. Various types of jigs can be mounted. For example, our specially designed flat jig, a chuck suitable for round workpieces, and a centering vise suitable for square workpieces. In addition to manual clamping, auto clamping is possible using rotary joints or rotary cylinders. With the release of the M300Xd1, a hydraulic rotary cylinder option has been added. This option can also be selected for the M200Xd1. Using this option enables the chuck to be automatically opened and closed by the drawbar, as is the case with general NC lathes. The software has also been greatly improved to be more user-friendly. Inertia of the jig mounted on the AC axes can be estimated by operating the touch panel on the machine. Tracking performance of the AC axes during cutting feed can be improved by using this estimated inertia. Faster indexing is also possible by performing positioning at the optimum acceleration suitable for the inertia. In addition, minor A-axis positioning errors caused by the weight of the mounted jig and other factors can be corrected. I'll now move on to describing the pursuit of high productivity. Wasted non-cutting time has been reduced to achieve overwhelming high productivity. Non-stop ATC and simultaneous operation contribute to higher productivity. In addition, overlap operation, in which another axis starts moving while the additional axis is still performing clamping after positioning, further reduces the non-cutting time. The AC axis indexing time is 0.7 seconds with the A-axis at 90 degrees, 1.4 seconds with a clamp, and 0.7 seconds with the C-axis at 90 degrees. Using an AC axis inertia estimation function, AC axis indexing is performed at high acceleration when the inertia of the load is low, and at low acceleration when the inertia is high. This achieves efficient positioning operation. High responsiveness compatible with CAM. For Speedio BT30 machining centers, including the M300Xd1, a highly efficient motor is used for the feed axis. The weight of the travel unit is less than that of general BT40 machining centers, achieving excellent responsiveness. In addition to this, the new CNC D00 controller improves processing speed. So, the difference in machining time is remarkable in machining programs that include a constant machining load path where acceleration and deceleration are constantly repeated. I'll now move on to describing the advanced D00 control. Easy-to-use interface is one of the main features of the CNC D00 controller. The 15-inch touch panel, which can be operated even with gloves on, allows operation like a smartphone, making young operators feel comfortable when using it. The home screen has been prepared to enhance the CNC D00 operability. The home screen provides all of the information necessary for production on a single screen, and is configured so that support app keys and shortcut keys can be operated intuitively. In addition, customers accustomed to using conventional screens can change the display to these by using corresponding function keys. I'll describe the support app function, a main feature of the CNC D00 user interface. A variety of support apps are available in terms of more visibility and task support. For more visibility, the operating status, such as operating results and power consumption, can be checked in a single glance. For task support, operations that previously had to be set across multiple screens can now be set on a single screen while viewing procedures on the screen. A recovery support app is available, so you can recover from a problem by following the on-screen guidance. The AC axis inertia estimation function I described earlier can also be operated from the corresponding support application. In addition, the NC provides convenient functions, such as tap override, increased cycle time log, tool log screen, and other accessory functions. The file viewer function allows users to view the machine's instruction manual on the NC screen. The M300Xd1 is equipped with a tilting rotary table. Support functions to create two-axis tilting rotary table programs have been prepared, such as rotary fixture offset and feature coordinates setting. Parameters for the rotation center on the feature coordinates system can be read and written using the NC program. This can be used for automatic correction of the center of the rotary axis on the tilting rotary table. The CNC D00 controller offers enhanced features also in the hardware area. For example, faster block processing speed, an increased number of look-ahead blocks in high-accuracy mode, and increased memory capacity. The new NC offers industrial network functions, such as Ethernet IP and Profinet, to expand automation and communication. The new NC also supports OPC-UA, which is a recommended communication technology in Germany's Industry 4.0 and enables OS-independent network connection. I'll now move on to describing the untiring improvement of reliability. To prevent outflow of defective workpieces, the new chips caught detection function has been added. This function detects chips caught between the spindle and the holder during ATC without using a sensor. Setting the M code before tool change in the NC program enables this function to monitor chips caught. This function is standard provided, so you can use it anytime needed. As with other Speedio models, ATC monitoring and machining load monitoring functions are also available to help eliminate ATC problems and machining defects. When using a chute tank, there is an area where the gap between the base and chute is narrow, which sometimes hinders chip evacuation. For the M300Xd1, this area has been expanded to evacuate chips smoothly. In addition, an ATC recovery support app is available. Users can recover the machine simply by following the recovery support screen in the event of a power failure or other problems during ATC. Lastly, I will summarize the basic specifications. The BT30 spindle and BT dual contact spindle are available. Spindle speeds available are 10,000 revolutions per minute and 16,000 revolutions per minute. In addition to the maximum 3.0 MPa coolant through spindle, a maximum 7.0 MPa coolant through spindle has been added. The maximum turning spindle speed is 1,500 revolutions per minute. Travels are 300 mm for x-axis, 440 mm for y-axis, 380 mm for z-axis, 150 degrees for a-axis, and 360 degrees for c-axis. The table size is 170 mm in diameter, and the maximum loading capacity is 75 kg. In addition to the conventional 22-tool magazine, a 28-tool magazine is available. The maximum tool length has been increased to 250 mm. The NC unit for the M300Xd1 5AX with simultaneous 5-axis specifications is named the CNC D00VDB, indicating that the simultaneous 5-axis function is supported. This concludes the introduction of our new M300Xd1. As both versatility and functionality have been enhanced over the previous model, we are sure this new machine will contribute to your profits. Thank you very much for your attention.